Hey guys, IO Crypto Mining here, and in today's video we're going to talk about kind of what my game plan is to get this shed filled. So this will be over the next year or so of time. What's my next purchases going to look like, and what's my overall plan for the next year to fill this thing up, and then to be able to then kind of change with the market going forward. So today we're just going to look at what I have in here right now, and then we're going to go look at a spreadsheet where I'm going to talk through individual choices and my reasoning and my thought process through the whole thing. So as a reminder, this is 4 GPU rigs on 130 amp, so it's filled. The second stack is 3 GPU rigs and this ASIC. So I could put like a 6 3080s up here instead of the ASIC, and then this will be filled, and I can fill in these other 2 rigs that aren't 100% filled. So I have some room to grow in this one. These 2 ASICs here, very inefficient, but they are taking up my entire 30 amp. So I can only get, half an amp more on there, so that's pretty much filled. So either I can I can swap them out, keep them. We'll talk about that in a little bit. This one here, as we can see, it's filled already. And then that's the 2 S19s I'm hosting for my buddy. So those I can't really move. Or I gotta set him up on his own system somewhere. So as of now, those aren't going anywhere. And then here's my 5th 30 amp. It's got my new M32 or M30S++ on it. So I can fit a couple of GPU rigs, or I could fit another ASIC like this or an S19. I could fit something else on this. And then I have space to put a 6 30 amp breaker here. So right now the only empty space I have is this and half of that. And then what do I do with these inefficient ASIC miners? So that's what we'll talk about. I'll meet you back when I have a spreadsheet in front of me, and I'll walk through my thought process, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, now that we have seen what I have to play with in the shed, let's talk about my thinking behind what I'm going to do going forward. So first off, I want to kind of talk about my game plan long term. Right now, it's to buy during this bear market. Okay, the ASICs are cheap, the GPUs are cheap. So buying now, with the understanding that down the road it should go up. Should ASICs go up in price? Yeah, probably. Would GPUs be mineable again? Probably. It's been that way before. I expect it to do again. So this is my thinking. So I want to buy now, fill the shed up to where the power is full with either ASICs or GPUs, and then just during the bull market, just sit there and profit. So last bull market, I was buying. I was paying, not crazy amounts, but way more than MSRP. And then once the market started coming back down, I was still buying Founders Editions and other cheaper GPUs. And when the merge happened and GPU mining went to 0, it wasn't very fun. We were trying to find coins and you weren't really profitable at all. It wasn't very fun. So learning from my mistakes during the bull market is when you just sit tight and you expand your infrastructure. So yeah, the next bull market, I'm going to sell off on the way down. When the bull market is coming down, I will sell off equipment. I'll sell off these inefficient ASICs because they'll be worth something then. Because if you're mining with these, you're making money. Not as much as an S19J Pro, but an older model, Avalon or EBIT, or some of the gold shells and whatever else that's out there right now, you can sell it during the bull market when everything's high because they're profitable, and you can sell it for a lot of money. We've seen that before. So I'm going to sell off my equipment and the inefficient equipment. And then I'm just going to save up. And my plan is to save up and expand into a container. So I have 200 amps to play with now. I want 1,000. I want 1,500. I want a megawatt, and then do some hosting and stuff. I want to make that next step. So that is my long time goal. So can I save up 50,000, 100,000 over the next 2 years? We'll see. That's the plan, and kind of see where I'm at. But yeah, the shed's not going to last much longer. Couple, 3, 4, 5 ASICs, it's pretty much filled. A couple more rigs, it's going to get filled. So that's kind of my long-term plan. So with that in mind, the goal now is to put stuff in it that is for the wattage that I have available and to make the most profit. So I have some numbers broken down here. I got S19J Pro right now. It's making $5.20 a day at my electrical costs. The GPU rigs are $1.25 and $1.67 for a 3070 rig and a 3080 rig. And here's the wattage. So I can get, 12 rig. What I'm going to do is, like these GPU rigs, I can mix and match these. So to get a full 30 amp, I'll mix and match these 3070s, 3080s because they're relatively the same efficiency. Or just buy S19J Pros. So if you're looking at my shed, I got one spot open. I can put this in low power mode and have another ASIC here, or I can put GPUs, and I got these spots open, and then I can replace these inefficient ones for more efficient GPUs if they're profitable in the future, or ASICs. So my immediate plan is to do S19J Pros, the 96 terahash or the 100 terahash. Or if I get a good deal on these M30S Plus or M30S Plus Pluses, like the one I have now, if I get a good deal on them, then I will buy those and just put them in low power mode so my wattage is good. So that is my plan, because that's the biggest bang for the buck right now is ASICs. I have a setup to do it. I have the cooling. I have the power to do it. Not everyone is set up that way. Some people have in the basement and that kind of stuff. And the ASICs are loud. That you have to have it set up that way. I am currently able to do it. So what I am looking for long term here is I have one spot to fill, 2, 3 spots to fill, and then replace these two with 2 more ASICs. And maybe a 6th ASIC over here. Or if GPUs become a thing, just fill this in for GPUs just to have some diversity. But for sure, going to be 5 S19J Pros. Okay. That is my long-term goal. Not 56, that'd be great, but not possible. 5 S19J Pros. So that is what I'm looking at for my setup. So if that is interest you, keep following my videos, kind of follow me in my journey. But looking at what I have now, what I have to play with, and my kind of thinking going forward, that is the best plan for me right now. Now, if Kaspa or one of these other GPU coins goes off, yeah, maybe we can pivot. We'll be able to pivot because we have power left over and we can diversify. And if one of these other ASIC miners, not Bitcoin, but one of the other ones, is bang for the buck, worth it, I'll look at it. But as of now, there's nothing else in that I can fit 2 on a 30 amp that's worth it for I can get at this price. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm thinking. I appreciate you guys watching this video. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.